Okay, I'm having a problem with my toilet. It keeps leaking down. If you listen, you can hear it. Now I replaced the flap on it, and it still has the leaking sound. So I don't know if it's the seal underneath the tube here. I might have to replace the tube here, or just put a larger flapper on it. But we'll see. Okay, first thing we're gonna flush the water down out of the tank, drain all the water down. Just kind of holding the flapper up, just trying to let the water. I cleaned around the flapper. I said maybe it's calcium buildup or something, but it's not. So I don't understand why it's leaking. First thing, turn the water off. Okay, I'm still listening for the leak. It's below the flapper now, so I still hear it. So I think it's the tube. I need to replace the whole assembly right here, all the way down this whole tube. So I'm gonna have to take the whole tank out to do that. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna to pull this tank out. I'm gonna just start disconnecting thing out of the bowl. Screw this off. Just putting that to the side. And so there's two bolts. There's a bolt over here, and there's a bolt right there underneath. But that runs underneath, a long bolt, and you have to take those screws off to pick this bolt up off. But first you got to take the water line from up under the bottom of this tube. You got to take that water line off, and then you can pick the whole bowl up. We done already turned the water off, so that's what we're gonna have to do. Here's some of the tools I may need. I do got to have this tank completely dry, so you're gonna have to just kind of dip this water out of here a little at a time till you get all the water out, get it dry, and then you can start taking the bolts off up underneath and the water supply line and pick it up. First, I'm gonna take the water line off the tank. You can just screw it off with your hand once you break it. Make sure you put a towel or something underneath to catch the water. The water came out of there. And the bolts for the tank is right over here. And really just screw it off. Some of them kind of picky, so it depends on how you have it set up. I have mine set up that I have it just screwed to the bowl. I can just pick it up off of there. But some of them you might have to cut it off. It probably don't rust it so much on there. Let me get the other side. Okay, I decided to go ahead and replace this. Really do a whole tank rebuild. So I'm gonna go ahead on and take this off. Put the new one on there. You got it. Once you tighten it up, you gotta make sure you set it up the same way and turn it the same way that it was sitting in there. I'm just holding and just twisting it inside right now. Twist it down the bolt far enough so I can snug it. Get all plastic parts, so you don't want to tighten it too tight, but you want it. There's the seal. Set it up right. I think the way it was in there. Okay. Snug it while you're holding it inside. Okay. Now I'm gonna take the seal off. It sits on the bowl on the toilet. I think it's a pretty good seal still. And this, I gotta break this big flange bolt right here. So I have a special tool for that. I haven't used this in a while, but it's good to have in your toolbox. Look at that. Get it from your local hardware store. And just screw it out of there. Like I say, once you take it off, you got to sit it in the bowl the same way the other one was sitting in there. So, you got to look in there, see how it's sitting in there. Take it out. Here we go. This is the old one. Oh, it's broken down. See, look at that. Breaking down, so it wasn't sealed good. It was leaking around the seal, probably in this area right here. Get the new one. Place it in the bowl. Well, first it's best to wipe the that crud away from the around where the seal was corroded at. Okay, look at that. Okay. Just seal in there. The same way that it was. Put your screw it back on there. Make sure it's set in there the right way. And snug it all the way down. And get your tool and just kind of snug it. Tighten it too tight. Okay. Now let me put my seal back on. It's a certain way it goes on there. You can see it in there around the screw. So try to seat it in there the right way. There we go. And when you put it back, just sit it back down on the toilet and it'll seal itself. The way I put my bolts in here, I put it that I can seal the bolts from here. You don't want it's easier for the tank to be sealed here than to be on the bowl. I mean on the toilet and being sealed, pulled down and sealed. I'd rather have it like here, like I did this myself to seal it. I ran into that problem that sometimes you have to cut those bolts off. It'd be so rusted in there. Also, sometimes you have to replace the seal around your bolt in the tank because it'd be cracked. So I'm gonna do that also and replace it with a new one. Just slide it on the bolt. Okay, I put everything back together. Just reverse of how we took it off. Put the water line on, make sure it's snug, tight, and line everything back up. And yeah, just tighten up everything. Make sure that there's no leak. Just run your hand underneath there. The water line is holding. I don't hear any leaks. I think that's good.